So many of you coming on live right now. I love seeing you guys. How are you all doing? How is everything? You doing well? You doing well? It's good to have over 3,000 people live on Instagram, Facebook. You got some catching up to do. It's good to see you though. So, as you're coming in on live, let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. Leave a comment, press that like button, press that love button, and most importantly, press that share button so that people can watch this afterwards. I remember the first time I said that. I actually remember the first time I said that. And I remember I used to go live every single day. This was probably in 2016 into 2017. I would go live every single day. And it was incredible. I was going live from the Huff post offices in New York City. And I just started this whole crazy journey. And it was so much fun. And now when I say it, I say it with so much more confidence. I used to say it with so much nervousness then. But I love your energy. And I truly believe that taking action makes us feel like we have this positive, booming energy. So I came in on live today because I wanted to talk about something that I think is really important right now. And that's loneliness and community, right? Loneliness and the need of community. I think there's been some good friends and relationships that I've been developing where we've been helping people build communities. So I'd be working with an individual and they're building communities around their friends. And these communities create opportunities for meditation together, reflecting together, reading together, growing together. It's amazing to see what a community can do. And so one of these friends, I actually met him last year at a charity event online, and we decided to start a community together. And our community is nearly 52 weeks old. So that means every single week we have a Zoom call where we all get together, we meditate together, we share gratitude together, and then we get to share our experiences together. And 3 years ago, I started doing that inside the Genius community, which is now it is 3 years old, which is phenomenal to think about it. And the same thing where we have thousands of people from all over the world who have created the ability to connect with each other by being a part of Genius. And so community has been so powerful in my life in so many ways. I want to tell you a monk story of a festival that happens every year. I've never been to this festival, but my teachers would often talk to me about it. And the festival is a holy festival where people go to bathe in a very sacred river. And what happens is that when you go, there are millions of people who go to this festival, right? Millions of people, like a music festival, but a spiritual, sacred music festival. And what happens is, whichever direction you're going in, the flow of the crowd, the flow of the community is going to push you in the direction of the river. So whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not, you are going to be pushed in the direction of the sacred river. And this is the beautiful idea behind Genius, but it's also the beautiful idea of community in our lives. When we're surrounded by like-minded people who want us to grow, who want what's best for us, who believe in us, who know that we have so much more potential than we can even imagine at the moment, we get positively pushed in that direction. We get positively moved in that direction. How many of you have felt this before, that when you're around the right people, when you're connected to the right people, you feel like you are being pushed in the right direction? It's a truly special feeling if many of you have experienced it before. And even right now, there's over 4,500 people live on Facebook. There's around over 3,000 people live on Instagram. You probably feel it right now, that there's an energy that we're all here present right now. Last week, I did my 5 days habits challenge. We had 200,000 people sign up. And on one day, there were 25,000 of us meditating together. 25,000. It was insane. Last year during lockdown, when I did the daily meditations, we had 40 to 50,000 people a day meditating together. It's truly special when a community comes together and commits to a particular practice, to a particular method. And that's why I want to share with you why we created Genius and why Genius is so powerful. Because one of the things that I hear from social media a lot, and you can tell me if I'm right, I hear this a lot from Instagram comments and social media and things that I'm reading, that a lot of people feel like they're surrounded by toxic energy. A lot of you feel that your work environment may not be the most positive one. Your personal family environment may not be one where people believe in you. And one thing we found in my genius community is that we've helped people find family through friends. And we've helped people find their growth family. So like we all have a birth family, but we all need a growth family, right? We have birth friends, we need growth friends. So growth friends and growth family are the ones that are dedicated in our lives so that we can grow together. Our birth family and our birth friends, they love us the most. They've been there for us the most. They're always going to be there and we love them back. But we also need people around us who help us grow and move. And we found this inside the genius community, that people felt so supported. People felt so transformed. We've had thousands of people join this week. It's been truly, truly incredible to watch. And so I want to offer you an invite to come and join us. And you can check out the full program at jshettygenius.com. And jshettygenius.com will help you understand more about our genius offering. And the reason why I'm so passionate about the genius offering and why it can make a difference in your life is that community is at the heart of it. We have thousands of members from all over the world, from over 140 countries that have committed to growth. You're bound to find someone in your area. You're bound to find someone in your space. When COVID and lockdown is safer again, we'll have meetups back on again. We had meetups in over 100 cities in the world. It's a truly special connection point. Or if you're like, oh, Jay, I want to be around more people who listen to your podcast, who read your book, who watch your content, who take part in your growth circles and platforms, because you want to be around like-minded people. So if you're someone that loved reading my book or really enjoys the work that I do online, it would mean the world to me if you go and check out jshettygenius.com, because our genius program and our community offers a large offering of valuable impact-based growth offerings. So the first thing you have inside Genius is every single week, I go live just like this and I share a workshop. I'm live in the group every single week. And if you can't watch live, you can watch the replays. Every single week, I teach a live meditation in the group. You can watch the replays too. And with the workshops and the meditations, we now have a library of over 200 workshops and meditations available inside our Genius program. We also have our brand new app, which is incredible. It designs journeys for you. So if you're like, Jay, I want to work on procrastination, or I want to work on productivity, or I want to develop friendships, Genius is your well-being partner for every area of your life. Whether it's physical, financial, mental, emotional, or spiritual, Genius focuses on a 360-degree view and community program for your life. What you also get inside Genius is we have a book club. The book club helps you keep up to date with the best books that you can be reading. And as I said, we have an amazing online and offline community. And when you join today, before the 14th of February, you can join for $39 a month. That's US dollars a month. Or you can save 2 months free by joining with $390 a year if you choose the annual program. You get access to everything I just mentioned, the weekly workshops, the live meditations, the book club, the app, and the community, all are included. And you can have access to all of that for the monthly membership or the annual membership. And the amazing thing is that for the first time ever, when you sign up before the 14th of February, we have a well-being bundle that I'm offering. And this well-being bundle includes my gratitude guide, my live masterclass on how to make this the best year yet, my book toolkit on how to take fantastic notes and remember what you're reading. And if you join annual, you get 2 extra bonuses in the Wellbeing Bundle, which includes an Ask Me Anything Q&A with me and only the annual members, and 3 months free to pass on to your friends so you can do it together. Now, if that's something that sounds like an interest and fascinating to you, or you're someone just ready to take the next step, that's what Genius is for. Genius is for anyone who wants to take the next step and next commitment in their journey of growth. If you're like, Jay, for too long, I haven't reached my goals. For too long, I've just been, not getting it quite right. For too long, I haven't really figured it out. Genius will help you create a plan. The good thing is there's no monthly commitment. You can get a refund and cancel at any time. And it's just $39 a month. So check out jshettygenius.com. I'd love to invite you to come and join me inside J Shetty Genius. Just grabbing my notes over here. Would love to invite you to join us inside of Genius, because I just feel that there's so many of us who want some growth. So as I was talking earlier, I think one of the biggest things that I'm finding is loneliness and community. And I wanted to share with you something from my book. I know a lot of you have been reading this book. I want to share with you something that I've been reading from my book about relationships. And so I have a whole chapter in here dedicated to relationships, right? It's chapter 10, dedicated to relationships. It's called People Watching. And I want to share with you what I talk about here, called the network of compassion. So listen carefully. I'm reading from the book. It makes sense that monks look at the distribution of love and care as a network of compassion rather than a one-to-one exchange. Monks believe different people serve different purposes, with each role contributing to our growth in its own way. We have peers for friendships, students to teach, and mentors to learn from and serve. These roles are not wholly tied to age and experience. Every monk is always in every phase of that cycle. Monks believe that these roles aren't fixed. The person who's your teacher one day might be your student the next. Sometimes the senior monks would come to classes with young monks like us, sitting on the floor and listening to a new monk speak. They weren't there to check on us. They were there to learn for themselves. It's a beautiful idea, this network of compassion on page 225. The network of compassion. The idea that we in our lives have to recognize that different people play different roles in our life. And we have to ask ourselves, do we have someone playing the role of growth? Do we have someone playing the role of support towards our passions? Do we have a community and a coach and a commitment that's playing the role to get us to success, right? Do we have that? And some of you may be sitting there going, Jay, I don't have that at all. Like, I have love in my life. I have my family that cares about me. I have my friends, but I don't really have anyone in my life who's investing in my growth. And if you're someone who's been feeling that way, that's exactly why we created Genius, because I wanted you to feel you always had a well-being partner, that you always had someone in your life reminding you of what was truly important, that you always have someone in your life who's reminding you of what's truly valuable and how to get there, someone who's sharing habits and insight with you. I have lots of mentors in my life. I have communities that I'm part of in my life that help me do that, and I wanted to pass that on. So if you're listening right now and you're going, Jay, I want to be surrounded by more people who want growth. I wanted to be surrounded by more people who want to have a deep impact on my life. Then check out jshettygenius.com, because I think right now, so many of us are feeling disconnected. I don't know anyone who isn't feeling disconnected right now. I know so many people are feeling lonely during COVID. I know so many people are just feeling like they don't have people around them to understand them. We have social media, but it's not always supportive. Sometimes we come on social media and we feel envious, or we feel depressed, or we feel stressed. Many people have disconnected from relationships or broken up at this time. Many people haven't seen their family or friends for such a long time. Where do you find a group of like-minded, supportive people? There was loneliness issues in the world before COVID, and COVID only just accelerated all of that for so many of us. And also it becomes harder to create community, because community really means shared experience. Community isn't created because you're just friends with someone. Community isn't just you spend time with someone. Community is when you have a shared experience with someone, right? When you do something together, when you grow together. And one of the activities scientifically proven to bring people closer together is doing growth-based activities together. When you read a book together, when you learn together, when you come to a seminar together, when you come to a program together, there is so much growth and so much learning. And that's exactly what we've tried to embody inside Genius. I'm reading a comment from Colette. She said the Genius app is the best. It has daily meditations every single day with me that are available there. Suchita says, come join us in the Genius family and for genuine growth. Thank you, Suchita, for giving that love. Sigrid says, as my birthday present to myself, I'm joining. Happy birthday, Sigrid. I hope you're well. Sending you so much love and all the best for the new year. Elizabeth says, I'm going to join up as I love your work and I want growth in my life. Thank you, Elizabeth. And Mamadou says, Jay, thanks for everything. And would I get a personal assessment to learn where to work on personally? Yes. So in the first 5 sessions of Genius, I share with you a fantastic coaching tool for personal assessment to know what you need to work on this year. So if you've been saying, Jay, I don't know what my goals are, I don't know where to start, I help you get that formulated inside Genius. Kerry Ann says, I love the Genius app. I just joined. Thank you, Kerry Ann. I'm so glad. Cheryl says, so glad I joined the Genius community. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're there too. That means the world to me. And this is where we started to do some research. We started speaking to our members about the benefit they were feeling. We found that 90 days of Genius leads to a 40% increase in overall happiness. Just 2 weeks inside Genius shows an increased feeling of support by 50%, which raises to 75% in 90 days, right? So if you're someone who's really looking at this as well, Jacob, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're so kind. I really think if you're looking for a warm, loving, fulfilling space, we have that. Lena says, I will join soon. That's awesome. Studio Z says, I got myself a birthday subscription for myself too, Sigrid. That's awesome. Well, happy birthday to you. I love that so many people are getting this as their birthday present to themselves because it is an investment in yourself, right? It is an investment in yourself. You can join from anywhere in the world. You can be a member all across the world. Lisa says, I tried to do meditation sessions. Who else just finds it impossible? What am I doing wrong? One of the things that we struggle with meditation is we're not doing it in a group or a guided way. And that's what we have inside Genius, where you get group and guided meditation. Paula says, can I cancel Genius anytime if I don't like it? Absolutely. If you don't enjoy what we've created, if you don't feel the benefit from it, you can cancel it at any time, but give it a go, right? How will you know if you don't give it a go? And that's why at jshettygenius.com, you can check it out and give it a go and give it an experience. I truly want to help you. I just see so many questions every week, like, Jay, I'm lonely. Jay, I'm lost. Jay, I'm confused. Jay, I'm trying to figure it out. Betty, wonderful to see you here as well. DJ Luan, wonderful to see you. Thanks for being here. Means so much to have you here. And like I said, we have this amazing offer right now that we have not only all of Genius, the weekly workshops, the weekly meditations, the app, the book club, and the community. We also have our special well-being bundle that's open till 14th of Feb. And in that, you get access to my gratitude guide, my live masterclass on how to make this your best year yet. You get access to my book toolkit on how to make the best notes and remember what you're reading. And on top of all of that, you get access, if you join annually, you get access to 3 months free for a friend. And you get access to an Ask Me Anything Q&A just for annual members. All of that for just $39 a month or $390 a year. And Louise says, I joined yesterday as a reward for 2 years of quitting smoking and 4.5 years of quitting drinking alcohol. Louise, you're an inspiration. Thank you so much for sharing that. Sending so much love to you, Louise. That is absolutely phenomenal. That's incredible. And we're so grateful that you're celebrating with us. Honestly, that's absolutely incredible. So if you're someone, the reason I'm sharing this with you is a lot of people just don't know my Genius program exists. And I want to share it with you because if you listen to the podcast, if you read the book, then this is the next step. This is the next stage in your journey for investing in yourself. We spend our whole life trying to figure out everything else, but not investing in ourselves. Jordana Anderson said, just signed up and I'm going to do the tour this afternoon. I'm excited. Jordana, welcome. Thank you so much for signing up. That's awesome. Gracie says, I've never done meditation. Will I be lost in trying? No. How many times in your life have you tried something that you've never done before? It's hard at first, but it actually helps. Meditation is proven to truly, truly have an impact on your mind, your calmness, your stress levels. It's a fantastic way of starting with us in a guided way. Jacqueline says, I just love your program, touches my entire life. Thank you so much. This is phenomenal. This is incredible to see all of you signing up and tuning in for Genius. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant to see. I want to ask you, if you're sitting there and you've been listening to me for a while, what's stopping you from joining Genius? What's holding you back from taking the next step? If you're someone like, Jay, I love Think Like a Monk. I loved your book. I love On Purpose, the podcast. I love your videos. I want to go to the next level. I want to elevate. What's stopping you from signing up and tuning in? I want to know, because I really want to understand how I can share the information with you properly. Cindy, good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. Flavia says, Jay, your book has been an asset for me in changing my life. So that's my question for you. What's stopping you from taking the next step in your growth journey? Jessica Thompson has a great comment. She says, can you go at your own pace? I have a small child and demanding job, so I'm not always available on a schedule. You can go at your own pace, in your own time. And because you can watch the replays, you can watch them at any time. You can do it while you're, while your baby's sleeping, while you're preparing food. You can actually build it around your life. Give it a go for a month, Jessica. See how it feels and give it a go. Lindsay says, I can never keep still. How long do I need to do this for? Well, if you come and meditate with us, you'll find that you don't need to keep still. You'll naturally be still when you allow yourself to focus. Melissa says, hi Jay, I already listened to your podcast. I will have to check out the Genius app. Thank you for your daily energy. You always inspire me and lift me up. If you feel that way, I promise you, you'll feel it even more in Genius. Risa says, yes, Risa, so you can pay with credit card or debit card, right? Either works. This is amazing. This is fantastic. So just so everyone knows, our podcasts remain absolutely free and accessible 2 a week. We have 3 videos coming out every single week, absolutely free, and all of our Instagram and social media content. This is only for people who want to go to the next level. Susan said, I joined annually after your 5-day. Love you. Well, Susan, I love you too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your love. Terry goes, to get the most out of Genius, what is the time I need to put in daily? And can you explain the community aspect? 10 minutes a day is all you need, an hour a week. The community aspect is if you need a more supportive community around you. I know a lot of you are asking, how do we sign up? Sign up at JShettyGenius.com. www.JShettyGenius.com. I see a lot of comments saying, Jay, where do I go? I want to sign up. JShettyGenius.com. Teresa says, how long are the meditations? Every week we meditate for about 20 minutes, and there's a library of over 200 meditations inside as well. You can actually filter by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25-minute meditations as well. So you can actually do the time you like. Deb said, market is flooded with programs. How do we pick one? I think you have to pick one for what the biggest need in your life is right now. Genius is a 360-degree program. We focus on self, financial, emotional, mental, and spiritual. If you want physical growth, financial growth, mental growth, emotional growth, we're focusing on you at the heart of all of that growth. You should pick a program based on what you truly need to work on right now. If you're like, I need to work on my self-confidence, I need to work on my self-worth, I need to work on my purpose, I need to work on my relationships and my mindset, this is the program for you. So really choose it based on what you are trying to focus on. So Aline, what other things are included is weekly workshops are included every single week. Weekly meditations. We also have access to our Genius book club that's included. And you have access to all of our app and all of the content inside of it. Okay. Matenta says, where do I sign up? I'm in JShettyGenius.com. Are aspects such as the book club optional? Absolutely. It's all optional. All parts of it are optional. But you will find that you'll be wanting to dive into whatever interests you at the right time. So you don't have to do all of it at the same time. You can just do the workshops. You can just do the meditations. You can also just do the Genius journeys on the app. If you're someone like saying, I want to be more productive, we curate for you through all my library of content, the best plan of action to become more productive. If you're someone like, Jay, I want to sleep better, we'll curate for you all my best workshops on sleep. This is all content that isn't on YouTube, isn't on social media. It's only inside Genius, right? Christy says, what is stopping me is trying to respect my husband by not spending money. I want to respect him and I will join when I get him on board and say I need this. I respect that. I appreciate you, Christy. Thank you for sharing that. Christy says, I'll be joining this evening. I'm working now on my lunch. I'm so very, very ready and excited to go to the next level. I am in. Christy, welcome. I'm so excited for you to be a part of this. And definitely you can sign up tonight. But make sure you sign up before the 14th to get access to the well-being bundle. right? This is really, really great. I'm so glad so many of you are feeling so much pleasure and joy and connection with this. Emily, this is probably my favorite comment right now. I have to take a screenshot of this, guys. This is such a good comment. I need to take it. So Emily just goes, I traded my Starbucks pick-me-up for the Genius pick-me-up to focus and build me. I found my dollars to join. Sorry, Starbucks, and thank you, Jay. Emily, that is my favorite comment by far. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing. Siddharth says, I'll join it today. Siddharth, thank you so much. That's awesome. That's so kind of you, man. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Ruksar, I hope you're well. Good to see you here. There's a good question here that I want to answer from Lahita. How to get rid of homesick frustration. Lahita, get rid of homesick frustration by valuing the beautiful memories you've had. Maybe make a photo album or a memory album of the times you've spent at home with family. Send it to them. Spend your time sharing with your family how much you love them. And also use this time wisely. When we're using this time wisely, we actually feel more and more empowered. Everyone, if you've been listening, I want you to go and check out. If my videos have helped you, if my book helped you, if my podcast has helped you, please check out jshettygenius.com. Just go to the link. It's pinned in the comments. Check it out. I can't wait for you to come and join, and I'll see you in there. Thank you so much, everyone.